right, well, family, I want to show you the difference in size of the bikes, right? This is the brand new Tonnerrey T16, which is a 16 by 4-inch fat tire e-bike. And behind it is the Tonnerrey box for the T8, which is a 20 by 4-inch fat tire e-bike. So this has to be the smallest box I've ever received. I'm super interested to see what's in the box. Let's check it out. All right, so here's the box as it's open. Let's see what that is. That kind of sounds like tools. Wow, look at this seat. This gotta probably be the headlight. Comes with a pump. Yeah, this is a tiny bike. Let's unpack this. All right, here's what comes in the box. You got your headlight, your pedals, a toolkit, your axle for the front tire, your kickstand, your your battery charger, a plastic fender, and then this is for the headlight. These are your screws, and then this is your neck, which is the first time I've actually seen that on a bike. But look at the size of this bike. It is funny. Now, guys, here's the deal. I don't have any specs on this bike yet. They just sent it to me. I'm gonna send them an email, tell them that I received it, and I need the specs. I don't know what the specs, but I'm assuming it's gonna be a 48 volt, maybe a 15 amp hour battery. I don't know, we'll find out. Let's continue. All right, well, family, there you have it, the Tonnerrey T16. It's a very small bike. My little cousin here is showing you how small the little bike is, but we just took it for a ride. Adrian, tell us, how was it? How was the ride? Good. Good? Was it fast?
Yeah.
Yeah. So he took it for a ride, and it's a great little bike. I'll stand by for the review, people. All right, guys, before we take it out on our test run, and I got a treat for you guys. We're going to be heading out to Shark Valley. Shark Valley is a national park, and hopefully we'll get to see a lot of the wildlife, specifically the alligators. Every time I go there, I see anywhere between 10 and 50 alligators all over the park. I don't know why they call it Shark Valley, because it's nowhere near the ocean. But that's the name of it. It's a national park. Anyway, let's go over the actual bike. As always, we're gonna start in the front of this bike. As you saw by the size, it's a low profile, and I'll show you how I look when I put up the drone when I ride it. But up in the front, it's a 16 by 4-inch fat tire. And if you look at the tire itself, it's your typical knobby tire. Now, the bike comes with mechanical brakes, they're not hydraulic, but the bike is so small that really there's no issue with the braking power on it. And you'll see when, I'm gonna take it down a very steep hill. And you'll see. Now, the website doesn't tell me the size of that brake rotor, but it's a small brake rotor. As you can see, it's a small bike, small wheel, small brake rotor. I've already ridden this bike. I think I got over 50 miles on it, but anyway, the bike is definitely durable. Now in the front, it comes with your typical plastic fender that I like. You have your typical motorcycle headlight that you see on their T8. You have non-adjustable front forks. You have your BMX handlebar. We're gonna go over the cockpit in a little bit, but you have a 48 volt, 15.5 amp hour battery. And if you go to the front, 15.6 amp hour battery. It's actually listed right in the front. You have appropriate cranks with an appropriate height on it. Here's what's surprising. I've been telling you guys that I've been One of the things I'm going to talk a lot about on all my reviews is the kickstand, because I think it's an area that in most e-bikes needs to be improved. But this one, surprisingly, a metal kickstand, which I like to see, and I wish more bikes actually have it. Now, here's what's interesting about this bike. Again, it's a budget e-bike. I'm going to give you actually I'll put what it retails here. Just keep in mind, prices do go up, they may go down, it just depends on when you're actually looking at the bike. But if you use my discount code, you will get $120 off the retail price. I think it's a great deal. It comes with a rear suspension, coil suspension, which here's what's interesting. Their T8 doesn't have rear suspension. This little bike gives you rear suspension. Let's turn on the bike, because I want you to see the tail light. And we'll go up in the front in a second. Oh, actually, the turn signals are on, and I want you to see the turn signals. Here's what's interesting as well. This rear tail light is actually better than their T8 tail light, although they have improved that. So just keep in mind, on the new version of the T8, it's a better bike. They listened to everything that the reviewers said about their initial batch, and they have really done a great job in upgrading and addressing the issues that T8 had when it first came out. Now, the actual turn signal itself is not bad. It's not the best, but it's actually an improvement compared to some, like again, I'll go back to the T8 turn signal. At least this one you can see, and you can actually see it in daylight. The seat itself, I gotta tell you, I'm impressed with the seat. It's actually better than the seat on my Mini Goat, just to give you an example, and my Motor Goat. It is a very nice, comfortable seat. Super impressed with that. The actual frame itself, it's a metal frame. It's not super light. So now it has a carrying capacity of 330 pounds, which that, my friends, impressed me. Now let's go over the bike itself. Again, this is the T16. It's a single rear hub motor that has a supposed peak power of 1,000 watts. It has a max speed of 21.5 miles an hour. In terms of max range, the website says it has a max distance of 50 to 56 miles. Now we're gonna test that out. Again, I've been riding this bike for a while. I know for sure you're gonna get 20 solid miles on this bike, 20 solid miles. And that's if you max it out, go, the max speed the entire time, you're gonna get 20. We're gonna ride in the national park, so it does have a speed limit. We can't go faster than 15 miles an hour, although at times you'll see me go faster than 15, but we're gonna stay at 15. And I rode this route before, and you're gonna see, we're only gonna burn maybe one battery bar, although we may burn two. And the reason I say that is because we're also going to Vista View Park. I just found that park, and we're gonna be doing all of our hill testing and off-road riding in that park for my reviews going forward. So in terms of torque, this is what it has. It has a claimed torque of 58 Newton meters of torque. Let's talk about the dimensions so you guys can kind of understand what the dimensions are. This is a 55.5 by 26 by 40 inch bike. Let me repeat that so you guys can really understand the size of this bike. It's a 55.5 by 26 by 40 inch bike. The seat height is only 26 inches, guys. 26 inches. Recommended rider height is actually 4'9" up to 5'7". I am 5'7", and I can tell you that I am probably the limit, although my cousin's dad, the little kid that was on there, his dad, he's almost 6 feet tall, and he rode it. Obviously, at that height, you're not pedaling at all. You're gonna see me pedal, but I'm a little, for pedaling, I'm definitely a little too big. But if you are 4'9", maybe 4'8", up to maybe 5'2", this bike is perfect for you. But anyway, guys, let's go out and ride. Before we go out to Shark Valley, let me just show you what I look like on the bike when I pedal it. So you can see my knees are high, but I can pedal it. It's comfortable. I like the upright position. As we go off-road here, the suspension, you notice how well this suspension is. It's a very, very good suspension. And it handles well. I mean, it's a small bike, so you can maneuver this through tight spaces, which is what I really like about small bikes. If you follow the channel, you know I've been talking about how I love like the Big Trip, the Yellowweight YR20, my mini goat, and now this one, right? Any bike that's small and nimble is, in my book, phenomenal, especially if you are going to be commuting or if you live in an area where there's a lot of tight spaces. As you can see, man, this bike on the off-road here, it, handles really, really well. Now, we're going to head out to Vista View Park. We're going to do some more off-road riding in Vista View. And then we're going to do the hill test. So right now, let's get ready to go. As we're here at Vista View Park, we're going to be going up. We're going to be going up some of these steep hills. See if this 48 volt, 15 amp hour bike. See if this bike with 58 Newton meters of torque. See if this can handle these hills. It's a little bike, as I mentioned before, but one of the reasons why I want to do this test, number one, to see if it can actually do it, because I think this is a great bike for kids or teenagers, especially short-statured teenagers, that you can get, or a bike that you can get for them, and then you can ride on your bike and at least have them keep up with you and stay with you, right? And be able to climb. But I screwed up, as always. This is not close to my house. I forgot my helmet, and I actually forgot the drone. But we have full charge. Let's see if we go this way. All right, so this is the base of the hill. We're gonna go up. And I'm gonna take it up to, there's only 3 pedal assists. First of all, let's go over the Copics. I didn't mention this before. So it has your standard rubber grip. They're not locking grips, but they're under tight because I'm trying to straighten this out and I haven't been able to do it. You have your light, turn signals, your horn, then you have your control panel. Again, there's your up and your down. There's only 3 pedal assist. Your power buttons here. The M is the power button. It turns it off, turns it on. And if you want to go through, you got your trip, your voltage, which I'm like super excited that it has voltage. So we have 53.6 volts right now, full battery bars. If we come over here, you have your half twist throttle, and then again your mechanical brakes. But because this bike is so light, these mechanical brakes will work. They're not bad. All right, so let's go up to 3. Let's throttle, and let's see if we can actually make it up this hill. And then we're gonna actually try to go on the side where it's really stiff, because I got a feeling that this bike will definitely make it up here. Because although it's a high hill, it's gradual. So again, the max speed on this bike is 21.7, and we're going up at 16 miles an hour. Dropping to 15 where it starts to get steep. Let's go back and forth. As I mentioned, I didn't think this bike was going to have any problems going up this hill. So we're going to go back down and go to the side of a hill where it's really steep. All right, guys, so this is where we came up on during the Anaoki test. So we're going to go down and see how it handles going down. Tell you, it rides really well. This suspension on this bike is really good. And we're going to continue to go down. All right, now the million-dollar question is, can we go up? All right, we're going back up that way. So we're going to take this and then go take the route we just took. Can it do it, guys? I have my doubts, but let's see. Throttle only. Dropping down to 9. But I think it's going to make it. Oh, shoot. Oh, it made that. It made that. Can it make this one? Let's see. Oh, can it make it? 5 miles an hour. 4. Can this do it? It looks like it's going to do it. Can. Oh my God, it made it. It made it. It made it. All right, so it definitely climbed it. So those that are thinking about getting it, and if you're in a place that has some very steep hills, it'll be tough, but it'll get you over. Now we're gonna do some quick off-roads. I mean, I think this bike is really, really comfortable, and it handles the off-road like a champ. And as you can see, I'm pedaling, my knees are kind of high, but nonetheless, it can make it. Wow, can we make it down this hill? Should we make it? Should we even attempt to go down? Just to give you an idea of how high we are. This is how high we are, guys. Whoa. It's a nice morning. But before we go down, it's a little bit more off-roading. The motor's quiet, guys. Again, you can pedal the bike, which I'm doing. Again, I'm 5'7", I'm 155 pounds. I was 150 for a while. I just gained a few pounds, but definitely you can pedal. The cadence sensor on it is really good, really responsive, just like the throttle. Let's go out here. Yeah, very fun bike, guys. Very cool, very fun. All right, so now we're gonna head over to Shark Valley. See, now Shark Valley is a 15-mile loop. And we will see how much range we get on the bike. All right, well, family, we are here at Everglades National Park. We're gonna go do this 15-mile loop, but just want to give you a quick introduction. This is the Shark Valley Center, and it's this park. You can look at it here. We're gonna do a 15-mile loop on it. And we're actually gonna go to this observation tower. But let's go here real quick. Let me see. Shark Valley is the heartland of the Everglades. It's a great place to experience the wildlife that lives in the park. Immerse yourself in this beautiful and unique environment with a short walk on Shark Valley scenic loop trail and nearby hiking trails. You can also rent a bicycle or take a 2-hour tram tour. Bike and trams follow a 15-mile loop, which is what we're going to be doing. We're going to be taking this 15-mile loop. This place has bathrooms. You can rent a bike. If you come here, this is where you take the tram, but you can also rent a bike right here if you want to rent one to take this loop. These are the bikes. Oh, let me start Strava, but I don't think we're gonna need Strava because we already know it's a 15-mile loop. And I'm just gonna start Strava just to start it. Okay, we have Strava started. And then we're gonna switch this to, we're at 52.3 or 7. Oh, hold on. We're gonna do this again. Oh, let me fix this when I get over here. I gotta tighten up the handlebars here. Tighten up this neck, it gets loose. Or it got loose. I never really tighten it. Now guys, I apologize. I forgot the drone. I wanted to do some drone shots in here, but I'll use the drone when I get home, just to give you an idea on how I look on the bike. But I'm telling you, it's a very low profile bike, really, really short. Oh, the profile of the bike is really low. I think it's right there. That's where it should be. All right, let's go. Illegal to feed the wildlife. Right off the bat. We'll see how many gators we're seeing here today. Last time I was here, we saw at least 30 gators, from baby alligators to 15 footers, man. Some big, big alligators. This is a nice, nice place to come visit. If you like to hike, if you like to ride a bike, it's beautiful out here. And I've been blessed today with a beautiful morning. It's in the low 70s. Clear, clear skies, as you can see. Now, when you come here, you can decide whether or not you want to take that, ride a bike, walk. You can also take the tram, and there's also guided tours like this guy here. All right, let's talk about the bike. As I mentioned, I think this seat is a phenomenal, comfortable seat. We'll see. I'm going to be out here for at least an hour. I'm going to go up to 3 or 2. But the cadence sensor, if you're going to pedal, like, if you gift this to a child, right, hopefully they will pedal it. It's a comfortable pedal bike. On pedal assist 2, I'm at 12 miles an hour pedaling. Actually, let's do that now. I was gonna do this off here, but today there's not that many people here, so I feel comfortable doing it. So pedal assist 1, we're gonna be, when we pedal, you're gonna be about 9 miles an hour. If we throttle only, same thing, 9 miles an hour. Oh, there's one gator already. Let's see if you can see that. Right there, there's a gator. Oh, let's talk about, so anyways, we'll do the pedal assist, then we'll talk about acceleration on this bike, because I think this bike has a lot of acceleration. All right, let's bump this up to 2. If we pedal on 2, Takes us up to 12 miles an hour. Last time I was here, there was a bunch of gators. Yep, there's another one. I'll say last time I was here, there's gators here, but there's another one. He is right there. They just sit there so still. So pedal assist 2. 12 miles an hour, we go throttle only. Those are some of the trails that you can take. We are at, same thing, 12 miles an hour. Let's take this up to the last pedal assist, because remember it has 3 pedal assists the way I have it set up. And throttle only takes us to our max of 21 miles an hour. And we're gonna be respectful and go back down. Bring this down to 2. Now, one thing that I need to do with the bike though is adjust. It's a single gear, but it does have oh, here's another one. Here's 2 of them back to back. All right, there. I don't like to mess around with them too much. What I was saying, it has a chain tension because this is single gears. You can see, as you can tell, oh, look at this. Coming right at me. That was pretty cool. There's another gator. Like I said, this place is nothing but gators, which is one of the reasons why I say I don't know why they call it Shark Valley instead of Gator Valley, but and I lost my train of thought. I don't remember what I was talking about when I saw that. Oh, the actual chain tension on it, right? I might have to adjust it. Although right now it's not giving me any issue, so. And again, I'm 5'7", and although my knees are coming up kind of high, it's not a bad pedaling bike. So if you have someone shorter, if you give this to a kid, man, I think this is perfect. Guys, normally I would not have a bike like this on my channel because it's difficult to make money with this bike. But the reason I put this bike on my channel is twofold. Number one is because, as I mentioned, I have a partnership with Tonnerrey, and I'm excited about the partnership because they are developing some bikes that are going to be very good to make money on. And I'll go into more detail as I get more information on those bikes. But the other main reason why I went ahead and put this bike on the channel is because I know a lot of you like to explore, but you have kids. If you have kids, this is a great bike to get them so that you can come out here, for example, Shark Valley, get on your T8, dual motor, single motor version with the 60 amp hour, the 30 amp hour battery, 60 volt bike. And you can come out here and still have fun with your kids. And you can start educating your kids about the ecosystem, about riding and being outdoors, how important that is, right? And then if you're worried about range, this bike, the price point for this bike is so cheap that you can get a second battery for this bike, and it'll give you the full range that you have on yours, because it'll give you a total of 30 amp hours just like yours. And again, as long as you stay at a reasonable speed. Now, this one's only going to go 20 miles an hour, and I don't recommend your child go 20 miles an hour. But if you keep it at 10 to 15 miles an hour, even with the single battery, you're going to get 30 miles on this bike, easy, right? And we'll see. We're going to do 15 miles here, and we're probably only going to drop one battery bar. That's it. So that's why this bike is on the channel. Plus, it's fun. I have a lot of fun on this bike. As we throttle this, again, the motor is super, super quiet. All I hear is these knobby tires. So if you want a quieter ride, then you can change these knobby tires to more of a road tire if that's what you normally ride. Or you can change them to my favorite tires, which are either the Ultraverse or the Allscapes tire, which is more, it's a hybrid tire, but they're not as noisy as this, and they do provide a little bit better protection in terms of flats, right? These tires are not the best, but believe it or not, they're not the worst. I've seen some really bad tires. Like to date, I think the worst tires I've ever taken off a bike are the Kenda tires that are on the Testway. Those were the cheapest. I mean, I don't even, it just blows my mind. And they would even put a tire like that on a bike that heavy. And with that battery that big and as fast as that bike goes. Just about everywhere I go, there's at least one gator. There's a gator like every maybe 100 feet. A lot of them like to do that, like that one right there. He's sleeping, see his eyes is closed. He's just sitting there getting some sun. It's early morning. That's pretty cool though. Now we'll see when we drop our first battery bar, but this is only a 15-mile loop. I know for sure, because again, I already did this ride. The last time I did this ride, I only dropped one battery bar in the 15-mile loop. If you talk about the suspension on this bike, man, it is nice. Nice suspension. And again, the seat is really, really good. I'm surprised. Look at that bird right there. Oh, you heard that clicking? That's the clicking that I was talking about. That's that chain extender or what keeps the tension on the chain. I gotta fix that or adjust that because it causes me to skip, almost like skipping or a cog in the back and like skipping a gear, but we don't have gear. So look how beautiful it is out here, guys. Look at that. Now, if I remember correctly from my history, Marjorie Douglas, she was she worked for the Miami Herald. She was, I guess, one of their editors there, but she was a big conservationist, and she played a big role in this park here. See that turtle there? That's got to be his favorite spot, because I think this is the third time I come and I see a turtle there. But he's got to be careful because there's a gator there. And I've seen gators grab a turtle, put it in his mouth, and snap its shell. Look at this bird. I don't know if you have to see this bird. Next big bird I see, I'll stop and make sure it's within the frame of the camera. Surprised of how many people are out here. It's a weekday. There's a lot of people out here. I came on a Saturday, although I was here much earlier. And I don't recall seeing this many people when I came. But again, I was here much earlier. I came here when the park opened. This park opens at 8:30 in the morning. I was in the parking lot at 8. Today I got here a little later. I got an hour and a half later. Wondering if you can pedal this bike if you run out of battery. On my pedal it says 0, no assistance. And yes, you can pedal it even though it's a fixie, right? Single gear. You can still pedal it. I have no problem moving this little bike at 9 miles an hour, right? Very easy to pedal. So if you run out of battery, you can still pedal home. Now, granted, you're only going 9 miles an hour, but it's not bad. And if you're shorter, it's gonna be easier. Remember, I'm taller. Taller for this bike. I'm only 5'7", let me correct that. That crane right there looks like he's going to go get some food. Let's see. Oh, no. He did not. I thought he was getting ready to dive in. Let's see. Nope. Oh, brother. I was a little too close for comfort. Observation post. And then you see the tram. They have a rule here. When the tram is moving, you have to stop. You must stop. I don't know if I'm going to go up there since that tram is stopped there. I don't want to get caught in with a bunch of people. So, but actually, they're coming back.
That's how when you're driving.
Huh?
What's wrong when you're driving? You just passed that, like, you didn't see it, but you just passed that. You were like 3 feet away.
Oh, the gator?
That's the crocodile, too.
Oh, I didn't see it. Thank you, buddy. Oh, look at that. I just passed him. And he's standing right there. There he is. You got to be careful when you're out here. So this one only goes out to her. I already went out there. It stops there. But it's super wet out there because it's been raining a lot out here. So we're gonna go up there so I can show you the view. And that's where I learned about Marjorie Douglas and how she, and I don't know if she was responsible for it, but she played a big role in the conservation of this massive area. Look at this. Audrey Stone Douglas. All right, she wrote a book, The River of the Grass, published in 1947. Damn, she lived to 108 years old. Last time I came, because it was sunny, you can see the bottom and you can see all the fishes. And right now, they're overcast. That's where we're going, down that road. Look how massive this is. Oh, let me see how many acres it is. Does it say here? Look at this. Within protected water areas, Lane Islands covering 1.3 million acres. Holy smokes. 1.3 million acres. All right, guys, this tower is about the halfway point. We've gone 7.2 miles. We'll check how much battery we got left. I know we got all battery bars, but we'll check the voltage, see how much voltage we got left. And man, it is beautiful. Beautiful in the 70s. Look at the skies. It's really nice. We're at 51 volts, right? Still got all battery bars. So now, let's finish off this ride. Got 7.8 miles to go. And then we are done with this ride, done with this review. I'll give you my final thoughts in the parking lot when we get back to the car. But it's cool, man. And then this bike is so little that let's say you have to use it to get to and from work, right? You can take this bike all the way up to your front. If you work in an office, to your desk, put it on the train, put it on a bus. It is little. Now, it's not super, super light. I'm gonna weigh it because they say the bike is 70 pounds, but I think it might be a little bit heavier than 70, but because it's a little heavy. I mean, I can lift it and put it in my car, no problem, but I don't see, you know, some people might struggle to lift this. As let's do our 0 to 20. Again, just pretending this is a 4-lane highway and see how quickly we can get across. 3, 2, 1, go. Throttle only, no pedal assist. We got 15, 17, 18, 19, 20. About 11 seconds to get to 20. So it's got enough torque to get you around, and then if you pedal it, when you take off, it'll get you up there a little quicker. But if you need to cross a highway, cross a major street, you know, and you're worried about your kid crossing that and making it across quickly, he's gonna get there. He's gonna get there. All right, we just dropped our first battery bar. It'll jump back up in a second because I just went to 3. But we just dropped our first, see, it went back up. But we're at 49.1, 49 volts. But we're starting to see the sag, right? The voltage sag on it as we're going. But we're at 49 volts and we're about 9 miles into it already. Looks like we have a marker coming up. Let's see if that's the marker. No, not the marker, but we're about 9 miles in and we're at 49 volts. You got 6 more miles to go. Like I said, I'm pretty confident we're gonna drop 1 battery bar by the time we make it back. And then we're gonna be right around 48 to 47 volts. And then we'll look at the percentage using our voltage chart. Okay, here's the marker. This should be 9. Let's see. Yep, 9 miles. We're 9 miles in.
Exception light.
All right, see, the tram comes by, you gotta stop. We are back. And it looks like we're at 48 volts. Looks like we dropped 1 battery bar, but close to dropping 2 battery bars. Now keep in mind, we did do the hill climb with this that are not recorded on here. Or meaning the distance, because I'm gonna check on Strava in a second. So let's go around here. All right, that tram is about to take off. All right, let's get to my car. I'll check the voltage and then I'll give you my final thoughts. Guys, we are done with the ride and great place to do this my final thoughts, right next to the gator sculpture here. Now, let's start off with the voltage. We lost 1 battery bar, but this is what's important. Always use voltage, because as you can see, we're at 48.1. And if you look at this chart, 48.1 volts, it's 45% battery. So we went through half the battery, but we're only showing that we dropped 1 battery bar. It's flashing between 1 and 2 battery bars, all right? But this is why I always go by this, because if you look at this, you think you got almost a full battery, and you don't. You got less than half a battery. Now let's look at, we went 15.16 miles. Average speed was 10 miles an hour. Rode for 1 hour and 25 minutes. Now keep in mind, I rode for at least 3 to 4 miles when we did the hill test. That were not recorded in Strava. But final thoughts on the bike. It's a tiny bike. It's really meant for short-statured people, right? I'm 5'7", I'm comfortable on it, but I do feel big on it, and I'm 5'7", so you really need to be below 5'7" for this bike. But let me talk about the negatives, and then we'll finish with some more positives. Negative, it's just like a lot of these bikes, is going to be the weight of the bike. This is an 81 pound bike, a little over 81 pounds, which is a lot, especially when you consider you have bigger bikes, they weigh just as much. So it weighs a lot for a small little bike. But that's the only negative that I have on the bike. Positives on it, it's comfortable, full suspension, turn signals, sliding, ride smooth. That seat is phenomenal. Looks good, range. There's a lot of good things about this bike. So anyway, my beautiful people, that's going to take care of this review. Don't forget, ride, hustle, repeat.